Anything new? Yeah, expand that station. Plant a flag. No. No. Another orbital station around the moon? Tourists? What do you want? Orbit around Kerbal, land on the moon, suborbital space for them, Kerbal, fly by the moon. So, land on the moon. Fly by Minmus and land on the moon. Orbit Minmus. And land on the moon. So, fly by, go to Minmus, go to an orbit, go back to the moon, land there, go back home. How about no? Yeah, no. We still don't have the 380,000 required for that, but we do have not enough for that either. Okay. Let's see. That was a few days. Orbital spacewalk, no thank you. Satellite in polar orbit. Science data from space around Kerbal, that's free. Surface of Minmus. Test the wheel in flight over Kerbal. In flight, just in flight, flying, that's all. Tourists. All the stack separator into escape trajectory. Why? Why would I shoot something out of the Kerbal sphere of influence? Just because. Like, what the hell? Didn't I land that yet? Dance game? New orbital station around the moon. Again? Large landing gear landed at Minmus. Yeah, sure. You're gonna need that. On escape trajectory out of the moon. No. What I am gonna do, though... Have I seriously not landed that thing? That's weird. I'm gonna land that thing after I do a little Kerb set 2 action here. I thought I had landed my stage already. Apparently I didn't. I guess thanks for telling me so, game. Log temperature, sent home. Excuse me? Why is my electric charge low? Where's your frickin'... This is why you look this way. So anything is still there. Again. Transmit data. Are you fucking kidding me? Wow, these are really stupidly underpowered cells. Transmit data. And I hate that whenever you aren't at the fucking craft, it doesn't recharge its batteries, even though it's fully in the sun. Either way, what I wanted to do is land the stupid probe. Fly that thing. Because that would automatically fuck up the contract and should automatically make the contract renew to something else. But I seriously thought I already did this. We're landing over the frickin' desert, apparently. Do me a favor and hold retrograde. Maybe towards the surface. Nice moho rise. Okay, we might actually make it back to KSC. Almost. Because KSC is on the continent right over this ocean. Where are we? Oh, I mistook that. We're still going for the deserts. Mistook that for that land tongue. And it was actually the continent over there. Once we're actually above land, I'm going to engage the engine so we slow down significantly. Because I want to land above land. Mainly because I think this would sink. Wait. If I use up all my fuel, this won't sink. Either way, it's not slowing down a lot by itself, so I'm gonna use my engine anyway. Call that a re-entry burn, if you want. I'm not gonna do a landing burn. Perfect. Is that a cactus? I'm gonna make this go uphill with the thing. Okay. It holds. Yeah, so much about that. Okay. What did that get replaced with? It didn't get replaced, did it? Anyway, what else did that get? Yeah, just put something into flight. Real quick. Which means we're gonna load up our test flight. Put the wheel like here. Does this do anything to the center of mass? Not significantly. Okay. Jab, launch this thing. Hey, Jeb. So what's the problem? Oh, test. Whatever test that was. Probably an aerodynamic test. We want to put this on a rover that doesn't fit into a fairing. Or something. Flare. You what, mate? Jab? By the way, I don't know how that worked. Also, I don't know how that worked. Jebediah? You fine? Good. Good. We're gonna recover all that parts and look what that... what caused that crash. Because I sure as fuck don't see what would cause that. KSP wheels. Oh, next time I don't even need to go to the vehicle assembly. Oh, well, I actually need to build stuff on it. Anyway. What the fuck? Satellite, science data from surface of Minmus, ferry tourists, orbit. Do we have anything else that needs to go to orbit? Stack separator. An escape trajectory. Duh. Large landing gear. Landed at Minmus. No. So none of these. Thank you. Another 10 days later. Ferrying 2 tourists safely to destination orbit. That's in suborbit. That's really easy. Science data from surface of the moon? No. Vector liquid fuel engine landed at Kerbal. Yes. Surface outpost on Minmus? No. Like, why would I? Then again, I could use that as a get science data from the surface off thing. Then again, I don't want a surface outpost to be unmanned. And, that's just, Satellite in geosynchronous network. Extra large landing gear in flight. Just in flight, good. Asteroid watch in an adjusted orbit. It's not even in its target orbit yet. Escape trajectory out of Duna. Test Sepatron orbiting Duna. Not gonna go to Duna in anytime soon anymore. So yeah, we're gonna just put something on top of the plane again and test it flying. You can go off. Which one? Extra large landing gear. Hacking. Restart retracted, please. Whatever. Guess it's fine. Also, maybe wanna frickin' angle snap that correctly? Yeah, that's fine. And just because apparently everything wants to break on this thing, gonna put one here and 2 here. that engage on landing. Because apparently this doesn't want to do stuff correctly otherwise. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna fly that in a second. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna need to take a break. Let's continue. So flight this and test this. That's all right. Oh, also test the vector landed. We can do that in the same flight. That does put the thing a little bit high. What if we put that here? Better, I guess. Still not perfect. I mean, I could do this and just put it in so far that it doesn't fuck everything up. That's pretty balanced. Okay. You are gonna go with the first one since you would need auxiliary that I don't have. Jab, our test pilot, is still gonna be piloting this thing. We're going to launch. This is on, and boom. That's one contract done. That's that done. Actually, why did I even go? Those really don't need to be out. Just gonna land somewhat near KSC this time, because I don't feel like doing stuff. Excuse me? Now that lands a whole lot better. So how much did we recover of that? 97.9%, that's okay. It's most of it. Sensitive from the surface of the moon. Parachute, flight above Kerbin. At 2,000 meters, at 200 meters a second. That's actually doable. Two tourists, blah 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 blah. Surface outpost. Geosynchronous. Tested twitch in flight. Wrong altitude. Yeah, and the rest is bullshit. Yeah. I'm not gonna take just one contract. Might as well go to like here. Space around the moon is free. Science data from surface of Minmus. Hold the vector into orbit of Kerbin. If I find any, like, I could just use it. In an orbital stage or something. For the next thing. Why would I... Why would I need the Rhino on the moon? Really not feeling any of this. Hold that into flight. Nah. Just the frickin' science data from space around the moon? Yeah, space around the moon. That's free. Because we have a moon sat and that can transmit. Moon. Moon. Are you doing on... fine. Observe Mystery Goo. Send. Done, done, and done. Anything else interesting? No. Surface outpost on the moon. Yeah, not happening. Eight days away from the Duna Ike satellite trident. Actually arriving. The temperature to explore moon. Transfer crew, no. Rescue Linner from orbit of Kerbin, no. Rescue Magdrin, no. Rescue. I don't want to rescue people. Expand the station. Have the facility support 29 Kerbals. Have 2 pilots on the station. Not happening. Not happening. Test on the escape trajectory, no. Too high. Orbital station around Duna, no. Kerbs at 3 in an adjusted orbit. How adjusted is that? And does it actually have fuel? Kerbs at 3. Yeah, that has enough fuel for that. Like, that's just... Which way are you going? Why is that not actually visible to me right now? I don't have a fading orbit in here. Fly that thing real quick just to see if it has fuel. And if, how much. A 1200 Delta V, like every fuel in this freaking game. Every little bit. You're going upwards, okay. Now, what does that mean for me in the tracking station? You're currently going upwards. Is that the correct direction for the not as much turning? Exactly not. So I'd have to turn this around almost 180. That's a really long, really not very nice burn. And that might take more than the 1000 that we have. Honestly. So, probably not. Let's just go to the Dunag Trident entering the Sphere of Influence. Jump to ship. Hi. That was a very Enterprise-ish entrance. Anyway. What the hell? No! No!